Hi, it's DeeBee Daws, and I'm living welderly with positivity. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to talk about living a full life and having life in those years. The concept of having life in your years, as opposed to years in your life, strikes at the heart of what it means to live a fulfilling and meaningful existence. This adage speaks to the idea that the quality of our experiences, the depth of our relationships, and the richness of our contributions are far more significant than simply the length of our time here on earth. It suggests that life filled with a purpose, passion, and vibrancy is more valuable than one defined solely by longevity. To understand this, we must first consider what it means to truly live. Too often, we equate a long life with a good life, assuming that the more years we accumulate, the better our lives must be. However, longevity alone does not guarantee happiness or fulfillment. A person may live to be 100 years old, but without meaningful experiences, deep connections, or a sense of purpose, those years may feel empty and unfulfilling. On the other hand, someone who lives a shorter life, but fills it with love, adventure, and purpose, may find a sense of joy and satisfaction that far exceeds the mere counting of days. The value of having life in your years is about embracing each moment, being fully present, and making the most of the time we have. It's about living with intention, seeking out experiences that bring joy, challenging, and helps us grow. This approach to life encourages us to prioritize the things that truly matter, our relationships, our passions, and our contributions to the world, over the mere passage of time. One of the key aspects of having life in your years is the pursuit of meaningful experiences. These are the moments that leave a lasting impact on our hearts and our minds, and memories that we carry with us long after the experience has passed. Meaningful experiences can take many forms: traveling to new places, pursuing creative endeavors, helping others, or simply spending quality time with loved ones. What makes these experiences valuable is not their duration, but their intensity and the way they resonate with our core values and desires. For example, consider someone who decides to travel the world, not just to check destinations off a list, but to immerse themselves in different cultures, meet new people, and learn about the world in a way that broadens their perspective. Each journey becomes a rich tapestry of experiences, each encounter a thread that adds color and depth to their life. These experiences bring vitality and meaning to their years, creating a sense of fulfillment that goes far beyond the mere act of living longer. Another important aspect of having life in your years is the cultivation of deep, meaningful relationships. Human connection is one of the most profound sources of joy and fulfillment. Relationships provide us with love, support, and a sense of belonging. They challenge us to grow, to be vulnerable, and to show up as our true selves. When we prioritize relationships, whether with family, friends, or our community, we infuse our lives with a richness that time alone cannot provide. Imagine a person who has spent their life building strong, loving relationships. They have nurtured these connections through shared experiences, open communication, and acts of kindness. Even their life is not particularly long, the love and connection they have experienced will have filled their years with warmth and joy. The quality of these relationships adds immeasurable value to their life, making each year more meaningful and fulfilling. Having life in your years also means living with purpose. Purpose gives our lives direction and meaning. It is the compass that guides our decisions and actions, helping us to focus on what truly matters. Purpose can come from many sources: a career that aligns with our passions, a commitment to helping others, or the pursuit of a personal goal or dream. Whatever form it takes, purpose infuses our lives with energy and motivation, making each day feel significant. Consider someone who dedicates their life to a cause they believe in, such as environmental conservation, social justice, or education. Their work is not just a way to pass the time. It's a calling that gives them a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Even if they face challenges and setbacks, the knowledge that they are contributing to something greater than themselves fills their years with a sense of accomplishment and pride. The impact of their work may be far-reaching, extending beyond their own lifetime, but the satisfaction they derive from it is immediate and profound. Living with purpose also helps us to navigate the inevitable challenges and hardships of life. When we have a clear sense of purpose, we are better able to withstand difficulties, knowing that our efforts are meaningful and aligned with our values. This resilience allows us to continue finding life in our years, even when circumstances are tough. Another critical element of having life in your years is the ability to embrace change and growth. Life is dynamic, and our experiences shape us in profound ways. Those who focus on putting life in their years are open to new experiences, willing to learn and grow, and adaptable in the face of change. They do not fear the unknown, but see it as an opportunity for growth and discovery. This mindset allows them to live more fully, finding joy and meaning in every stage of life. For example, someone who approaches aging with a sense of curiosity and openness may find new passions and interests in their later years. They may take up new hobbies, form new friendships, or even embark on a new career or volunteer opportunity. Their willingness to embrace change and seek out new experiences ensures that their later years are just as vibrant and fulfilling as their earlier ones, if not more so. In contrast, those who focus solely on accumulating years in their life may become stagnant, resistant to change, and fearful of the unknown. They may prioritize longevity over quality, avoiding risks and challenges in an attempt to preserve their time on Earth. However, this approach often leads to a life that feels empty and unfulfilling, lacking the richness and vitality that comes from truly living. Ultimately, the value of having life in your years is about making the most of the time we have, regardless of how long that time may be. It's about living with intention, seeking out meaningful experiences, cultivating deep relationships, and living with purpose. It's about embracing change, being open to growth, and finding joy in every moment. When we focus on putting life in our years, we create a life that is rich, vibrant, and deeply fulfilling, a life that, regardless of its length, is truly worth living. In the end, it's not the number of years that defines the value of our life, but the quality of the experiences we have, the love we share, and the purpose we pursue. By focusing on putting life in our years, we ensure that our time on earth, however long or short, is filled with meaning, joy, and fulfillment. The seasons of a person's life mirror the changing seasons of the natural world, each offering unique experiences, lessons, and gifts. Like the earth's rhythm, life follows through stages, from the innocence of youth to the wisdom of old age. Spring, it's the season of youth. It represents the early years of life, full of energy, growth, and possibility. It's a time of discovery where everything feels fresh and new. In this season, we're like seeds sprouting, filled with dreams and ambitions. Mistakes are frequent, but serve as important lessons that shape our character. Spring is marked by optimism, innocence, and a sense of endless potential. But it passes quickly as we move into the next phase, which is summer, the season of building. Summer is the season of action where we put our energy into building careers, families, and lives. It's a time of busyness and striving when goals are pursued with determination. There's a sense of fulfillment as we watch the seeds planted in spring begin to grow. However, summer can also bring stress and pressure. It's a period of both joy and challenge where we work hard to create a life that reflects our values and dreams. Autumn, that's the season of reflection. It's the season of harvest where we begin to slow down and appreciate what we've built. In this phase, there's a deeper understanding of life, and we start to savor the fruits of our labor. Wisdom comes with age, and we become more introspective, focusing on what truly matters. Autumn is a time of gratitude as we take stock of our experiences and pass on what we've learned to others. And then there's winter, the season of legacy. It represents the later years, a time for rest and reflection. It's a season where life slows down and we find peace in the memories of what has been. In winter, we consider the legacy we leave behind, whether through family, work, or the lives we've touched. It's a time of fulfillment and grace where we embrace the journey we've traveled and the impact we've made. Each season is essential, offering its own beauty and purpose, shaping who we are. There was a man who had 4 sons. He wanted his sons to learn to not judge things too quickly, so he sent them each on a quest, in turn to go and look at a pear tree that was a great distance away. The first son went in the winter, the second in the spring, the third in the summer, and the youngest son in the fall. When they had all gone and come back, he called them together to describe what they had seen. The first son said that the tree was ugly, bent, and twisted. The second son said, no, it was covered with green buds and full of promise. The third son disagreed. He said it was laden with blossoms that smelled so sweet and looked so beautiful. It was the most graceful thing he had ever seen. The last son disagreed with all of them. He said it was ripe and drooping with fruit, full of life and fulfillment. The man then explained to his sons that they were all right because they had each seen but one season of the tree's life. He told them that you cannot judge a tree or a person by only one season, and that the essence of who they are and the pleasure, joy, and love that come from that life can only be measured at the end when all the seasons are up. If you give up when it's winter, you'll miss the promise of your spring, the beauty of your summer, and the fulfillment of your fall. Don't judge a life by one difficult season. Don't let the pain of one season destroy the joy of all the rest. Thanks for listening today. Just a reminder to watch for me on your favorite podcast channel, and I have a TikTok and Instagram account. My website has been completely redesigned and has a beautiful new look, so check that out at www.livingwelderly.com. I'm DeeBee Daws, living welderly with positivity. See you next week.